So Jules, GoodLuck initially was like the small band with the one song on the radio, but you guys have become one of SA's biggest artists. How does it feel?
It honestly feels no different to how it did in the beginning. You know, we still working as hard as ever. We still kind of always trying to achieve the next thing and the next goal. And so when you're starting out, you're wanting to just get your first gig and your first kind of song on radio. And now we're at the place where we're trying to break new territories in the world and perform in new places. And even though it's a different set of goals, and obviously it's really cool that we've got people now coming to our shows and appreciating our music, it's still like you never stop working as hard as we did in the beginning. You just keep on trying to achieve the next thing.
You guys went to Asia for the Music Matters Festival.
Really just a kind of a platform for us to explore what's going on further afield in the East. You know, a lot of acts from Africa and a lot of acts from South Africa and even, you know, Australia and other countries like that are always constantly trying to go west and perform in the West. And we, like America and Europe and stuff, and while we have been doing some gigs in Europe and around the kind of Central and Middle East, we've always wanted to check out what's happening in Asia. Fascinated by the culture, love the food, and so we just decided to check out Music Matters because it was a conference where people from all around Asia gathered together to, you know, talk about music and the industry, and then obviously showcase some acts that they're excited about for breaking into Asia, and we were fortunate enough to be one of those acts.
You also did a collaboration with Black Motion on Quarter.
Oh, fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. It was honestly one of the coolest things I've done. They are two of the most humble and wonderful guys in the industry, and we clicked really well. We were very, very blessed because being part of Coke Studio, you know, you arrive, it's like literally you arrive on the day and you meet the group you're going to be collaborating with, and you just got to see whether you can make a song together or not, you know, and you don't know if the energy is going to be good or bad, or if you're going to like get on well. And when we met them, we just really clicked. They are two of the most fun people to make music with, and we love what they do. They mix tribal drums with dance music, and we mix live instruments with dance music. So there was this really cool synergy to begin with, and I think maybe that's why we were put together. But in the studio, I think we captured the song, which is really straight down the middle. It's half GoodLuck and half Black Motion, like to a T. And that's what we were aiming for. We wanted to create our own genre, and we feel it's like a tribal electro sound.
You guys recently also performed on the Idol stage. How was that experience?
Terrifying. Had to be the scariest thing I've ever done in my life, hands down. And what it is about that show, I think it's because everybody who's watching it is judging, like the contestants, so you kind of feel like you're being judged as well, you know. So it was an amazing experience. We were completely like out of our depth and terrified, but I think we gave it our best shots, and we really enjoyed it. You know, the crowd reaction was incredible.
Do you think currently the audience wants albums or singles more?
So I think people are definitely more into singles. It's evident, you know, from the streaming services to iTunes to all of the platforms that people are consuming more music on more regularly. And you know, we've decided as a band that we're going to take up the singles game, because our fans definitely want to have more music from us on a more regular basis. They'd like to have a GoodLuck tune once every couple of months as opposed to once, you know, every 3 years. From my experience, you know, I chose to kind of ignore all the superficial sides of the industry and focus on writing good songs and surrounding myself with people who I felt inspired by, and people who I felt could like add to what I do. So I work with loads of different artists, and obviously in the band I've got Ben and Matthew, and we collaborate together, all have different talents, and that's kind of been my focus as a woman in the industry. But you know, there is a lot of pressure, I think, as a woman, especially in the pop industry, to, you know, look good and be skinny and focus on that kind of superficial stuff, because people buy people essentially, and women are beautiful creatures, and I think they want you to, in the music industry, be as kind of sexy as you can be.